Hello everybody, welcome back to Ballysprings and Farm Simulator 25. So, we finished our barley harvest just at the end of the last episode. We've still got this field of straw to bale. We will go and tip our barley up at the yard. We have a couple of grass fields we need to get to work on, get some silage for feeding the cows. So I hope you've all enjoyed the last video. I'm recording this one the day after I recorded the first one. So I haven't read any of your comments yet or recommendations. But I will do as soon as the videos go live. Yeah, we have straw bales in there to collect up, plus we'll have to bale up the field we've just completed. We've got this grass field here to do, and Bales Park, and we've got Bruno's to do on this side as well. What I'll do for now is we'll get this tipped in the silo, drop the trailer off, stick the mowers on the massey, probably stick it on a worker in the first field. I can take a shortcut through there, I think. Yeah, and then I'll bale up the straw and then take over on the mower. Work out my keybinds on my joystick. For some reason my tip's not working. Not sure why that didn't empty all of that. Off. So yeah, we will go and get the mowers on. So, I think I did talk a lot in the last video. I'll try and get as much done as possible in this one. I've got August to get this grass work done. And then we have to hope that the weather is good in September. We've got a canola field and then alfalfa field to make hay out of. We will get this worker set up in here. So that's the only reason I'm not using the McHale mowers that I said in the last episode, is they only register as 3 meters wide, and yeah, it was a bit of a pain trying to set it up. So we'll swap them for the Pottingers. All being well, you should go. Probably make a mess, but well. sure what he's doing there. We'll leave him to it, and we'll go and jump in the John Deere. A straw baled up, and then we'll see where we're going after that. So that's the baling done. Another few straw bales down there, but I do probably think we're probably going to need more. The AI worker should be very nearly finished in here. Get the rake in here, we'll get it started away, and we'll grab the mower and we'll jump into Bruno's field and give it a cut. So I do like the Bally grass textures they've got here, the cut texture, very yellow looking like it would be compared to base game. So we start to work with up and down. That looks good. So we are planning to probably lease a forage wagon to get this into the bunker. And get set up and crack on. We will dive out into Bruno's field. Ideally, a nice upgrade for this setup would be a set of butterflies. This should do us at the moment, better than nothing. GPS setup. What we do need to do is remember to take the combine back, because if it stays out overnight with the advanced damage system, it obviously adds wear to it, the way that the system works. I'm using the headland management mod, so that should have in theory turned at the headland there to, instead of me running into the hedge, but it didn't. Yeah, we need to get this into the bunker ready for, get it compacted and made into silage for our cows. The two bunkers are just there at the, past the pig shed down in the bottom. Dark in this corner. Yeah, happy with our 2 tractor purchases in the last episode. Massey doing a fine job on the moors here. John Deere had no issues with the baler. That'll be battering on with the rake. So while we crack on getting this all ready and raked up, get another bit of music on. I'll be back with you all when we're ready to get a forage wagon.
She's like dynamite when she cries alone at night. She got everything she needs, so beautiful but mean. Everything in life is so uncomfortable. The silent symphony no one can hear. Something broke inside her a long time ago, and she's not supposed to be alone. Supposed to be alone. Alone again. If anyone could see the storm within, I better she keep losing. Like thunderlight behind the edge into the night. She go out for the wind as a dance with the sun. Everything in life is so uncomfortable. A silent symphony no one can hear. Something broke inside her a long time ago, and she's not supposed to be alone. Supposed to be alone. Alone again. If anyone could see the storm within, I better she keep losing. She's not supposed to be. If anyone could see the storm within, I better she keep losing. You can only try to understand. Supposed to be alone. Alone again. If anyone could see the storm within, I better she keep losing. She's not supposed to be. If anyone could see the storm within, I better she keep losing.
So I had to take over from the worker there. Got stuck up on a hedge for some reason. See if he carries on from there or what he decides he's gonna do. better. Yeah, so I was having a few issues with my GPS lines not lining up, not swapping over for a bit there. But it seemed to be working fine now. Well, we're cracking on through this field. Hopefully the John Deere will be finished very soon. Definitely enjoying the map, liking the view from the top of the hill here, and there comes one of the custom bits of traffic. Got a GCB 3CX coming through there, and that should be the John Deere going onto his final pass, I think, along the bottom headland. And we'll get the worker in here and we'll go and look for a forage wagon. Yeah, hopefully we'll get this finished today and then get into September to crack on. We'll also need to get our field prep done. We need to get some lime, some fertiliser on the ground. Plenty to do, plenty to keep us busy. So hopefully in the future, with not using any, I'm not using any private mods, edited mods, and so forth, may be able to sort out possibly multiplayer live stream on here once we get going, because I definitely want to be doing some maize silage, so we may look to once we have enough fields to do for that, look into setting that up as a multiplayer, whether it's a live stream, which I haven't had much luck with the last few I've tried, or whether I just record a video with a few of you in it. That option is definitely there. I would probably need to own the BGA to set that up so we can have enough space for the silage and obviously have enough ground. Yeah, the John Deere's finished, so we'll get this last two passes done. Get him in here, get him started working on this field. We'll head to the shop again and see if we can't get our hands on a forage wagon. We probably look at Oz's yard, see what's come up there, if anything. Probably going to need to reconfigure it now that I've bought new tractors, because it was configured up to be tractor heavy, and now that I've replaced the tractors, maybe not quite as important. Though you can never have too many tractors. But yeah, although our money's looking healthy at the moment, it won't take long to eat through that money once we start getting our equipment. So that's the mowers done. The mowing finished for now. We do still have our alfalfa field to do. Yeah, let's have a quick look up at the spinnery yard. It looks like it is mainly tractors. So what do we have here? Now that is extremely tempting. Love a little scorpion. We have we've got a T7. Bit pricey. And 7S. No, we don't need a 7S, we've got a 77. 7700 series, so yeah. But that is very tempting. Bit of damage, bit of wear, one under 20 hours. Yeah, I think we'll keep an eye on that one. We'll get this worker over into the other field. Get him going, and then I'll see you down at the shop. Right, let's have a look to see if we've got anything in the sale first. So we do have the Fentigo. So that's 150 horsepower. We've got more than enough horsepower with 40,000 litres. And that's it. So let's have a look. This is the one that I was looking at. But to be honest with you, we could buy the one in the sale, probably a better deal if we're going to buy one. 74,000. $76 with the additive tanks. So do we buy or do we lease? Because I do want to do silage with a forage harvester in the future, I don't think I want to own one. I think we'll lease the Bergman, I think. Is that going to be... So we're going to struggle in the hills with the 490. We should manage with the Pottinger. So how much is that with the silage additive tanks to lease? So you're looking at 9,000 to lease that one. Or 8.5 to lease that one. So there's basically no difference, other than the fact we can carry a lot more in this one. So we will lease that one out for now. And we'll, a bit big maybe, but we'll head back up to the yard. I'll see you all once we are back into Bales Field. So we just left the tractor at the field. We've nipped up, grabbed the Land Rover to grab our drum of silage additive. We'll go down and get it filled up. Saved a lot of hassle coming up. I'm a bit worried that this forage wagon might just be a bit big for getting in and out the gate. We have to do a bit of shunting. So, get the silage out there filled up, we'll move the land out the way. And we'll crack on with our silage.
'Cause we can go higher than we've ever been before. And we can stand tall with our backs against the I'll get up, put my feet onto the ground. Mine's made up, it's made
we're getting there very slowly. Yeah, I don't know if we maybe should have went for the slightly smaller wagon. I pulled up the hills a bit quicker. We're getting a bit into the pit. Hopefully it'll keep us going for a while. Hopefully I get one more load out of this. That should do. What we'll do is we will get ourselves I don't know if there'll be one in the sale. Compactor. I do have the cheaty compactor just so that it'll make things a bit easier. Yeah. What are we looking for? Silo compaction. So we have the Hilarious Stego WR Unreal. We'll get the 650 silage roller. We don't need any of that. So it's well a bit expensive, but we're going to use it a lot, so we'll get that bought, and then I can get that picked up and get the combine back to the yard and whatnot. In between videos, we're getting on a bit now. Definitely getting on a bit for how much I've recorded. So it's amazing how much steeper these hills are when you're coming up it with quite full forage wagon. We're not going to lose too much silage additive, I don't think, when we return this. But yeah, worked away not too bad, just a little bit slow. Just ideally where a forage harvester and 2 or 3 guys, other players, carting back and forth, make life a bit quicker. Which is something I'd definitely like to do, as I said in the past, again in the future. Definitely, once we have enough grass fields to make it worthwhile doing, or my silage fields, we'll definitely do it. There's not really much point in pulling in half a dozen folk to do those 2 fields that would have been over in 10 minutes with half a dozen of you. Everybody would be chasing the man on the moor. But yeah, hopefully we were around about the 300,000 mark from what was in. Look, just what we had in the shed, in the silage pit. Well, we've got well over that now, 330, so yeah, we're going to be around about 350, I think, with what's in here. Just shy of. So 345,000. So I think that's as good a place as any to finish. I'll get the combine back up to the yard. I'll pick up our compactor. We'll get this returned, and I'll see you all again soon back on Ballysprings. Thanks for watching.